Hello, everybody. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Rodney Harris back with you to talk more about the snow potential that we are seeing in North Georgia on Tuesday. I also want to break down an interesting thing that's happening here across the southeast because, as you have probably already heard by now, they're actually going to see more snow in the south than we are here in North Georgia, along like the Gulf Coast, which is pretty rare for them to get more of the snow further south than what we'll get further north. So, going to talk about that both. But before I get to explaining what's happening away from North Georgia, I do want to walk you through our forecast model again for tomorrow because I know that's on a lot of your minds. So, as a reminder, we are forecasting snow to move into North Georgia from south to north on Tuesday afternoon. Our timing is like 3 to 9 on Tuesday when we will see that snow. Here's the latest high-resolution forecast model. Tuesday morning for the commute, completely dry. Lunchtime, completely dry in all of North Georgia, but the snow will start to move in from the south around 3 o'clock. If you're in Troup County, Meriwether County, you'll start to see that snow first, and then quickly spreading into metro Atlanta between 3 and 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, our cutoff line here is around I-85, which essentially means that if you are northwest of I-85, your risk of snow is lower. Some of you may be completely dry. And if you are south of I-85, we are forecasting snow for you. I will say our models are sort of wobbling this line, and I know that the cutoff line is like right over metro Atlanta, so it's not impossible that some of our northern counties that we're not forecasting snow for now may ultimately get it, depending on where that line actually ends up. We're going to track that for you hour by hour going into Tuesday. But as of now, if you were south of I-85 in metro Atlanta, we're talking to you in Clayton County, and I'll make this map a little bit bigger for you so you can see. But Clayton County, we're talking to you in Henry County, we are talking to you in Fayette County, Spalding County, DeKalb County, even Gwinnett County, Rockdale County, Newton County. You'll certainly see snow tomorrow afternoon. If you're in Cobb County, Paulding County, Cherokee County, Forsyth County, you're questionable. You're right on that cutoff line. Cutoff line is basically over Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, we are forecasting snow, especially southeast Atlanta. But just northwest of Atlanta, North Metro, you're questionable. We're not really forecasting it for you. But that line's going to be close, so we're going to have to watch that. And then if you're in northwest Georgia, like Rome, Ellijay, and far northwest Georgia, Helen, we're not forecasting snow for you at all. So that's the setup for 3 o'clock, 3 to 4 o'clock Tuesday. And then notice that even if we do get snow in metro Atlanta, by 5 o'clock on Tuesday, all of that is out of here. So it'll be a pretty quick event. It won't be what we saw a few weeks ago where all of metro Atlanta got snow for quite some time. This will be a fast-moving event. By 5 o'clock, it's really southeast of Atlanta, that snow from Athens to Edenton to Griffin. And then by 9 o'clock on Tuesday, all of it is out of North Georgia. So again, 3 to 9 o'clock with the cutoff zone, if you will, right up and along I-85. If you're south and east of I-85, you have that best chance. North and west of I-85, chance is smaller. But it's not impossible that the northern counties still see snow, depending on exactly where that line sets up. So that's something we'll be tracking for you very carefully. As I mentioned before, they're going to see a lot more snow along the Gulf Coast states than we will here in North Georgia, which is rare. The reason why is because of what's producing the snow. And we have an area of low pressure that's basically in the Gulf of Mexico. This resembles a tropical system, really, even though it's not. But because that low is in the Gulf of Mexico, all the moisture is going to be around that low. And so that's why they're going to see more precipitation further south. So really for us, we're just expecting the moisture to move northward and into North Georgia. And the reason why that cutoff line for us in metro Atlanta is questionable is because we're still trying to forecast exactly how far north that moisture goes. But here's a great demonstration of what I'm talking about. This is the forecast snow map for the southeast going through Wednesday, basically Tuesday and Wednesday. And as you can see, everybody in white, that represents at least snow that's falling, so a dusting possible. And that does go up to Atlanta. But notice all those other colors are along the Gulf Coast, from like Houston to New Orleans, all the way east to Tallahassee, where 4 to 5 inches of snow, specifically from Houston to New Orleans, will be possible. So that's why the higher snow totals are further south, not only along the Gulf Coast states, but even for us here in North Georgia. As you travel further south from Atlanta, you have a higher chance. It's because that's where all the moisture is. This is basically a Gulf Coast storm. And this was really interesting. So again, 4 to 5 inches of snow possible between Houston and New Orleans. That could be record snow for them. I brought up and looked up a little information here. These are the 2-day, oh, it's not going to pop up, but the 2-day snowfall totals, snowfall records in Houston and New Orleans are both below what they're forecast to get for this event. They're forecasting 4 to 5 inches between Houston and New Orleans, and their record snow for a single day in both cities is less than that. So we could be talking about record snow for those locations. It's not, it's happened before. It's rare, but it has happened before. We have had these south storms, if you will, these Gulf Coast storms, but it is rare. Normally, the cold air stays further north, so they may see rain along the Gulf Coast, but it's rare for them to see that much snow, and then for the snow to become lighter as you go further north. But that is the setup that we are looking at here for Tuesday. So I want to walk you through this forecast model one more time because, again, I know that's what everybody wants to know. Tuesday morning is dry. Lunchtime is dry. Snow moving in from south to north by 3 o'clock, especially Troup County, Meriwether County. Between 3 and 4, quickly moves into metro Atlanta. Line is along I-85 and southward. That could be adjusted. So if you were directly northwest of I-85, Cobb County, North Fulton County, Cherokee County, Paulding County. You're not really seeing that on this map, but it's not impossible. But definitely south and east of I-85. So DeKalb County, Clayton County, Fayette County, Henry County, Spalding County, Rockdale County, Newton County, Gwinnett County. You'll see snow for sure tomorrow. Putnam County, Jasper County. You'll see snow. That'll continue through Tuesday evening, and then by 9 o'clock, all of it is out of North Georgia. So we will continue to provide you updates here on Atlanta News First Plus throughout the course of the day. We have inauguration coverage on Atlanta News First on CBS, but we will also be, of course, doing our newscast throughout the afternoon and on Peachtree TV, so you can follow information there as well. And, of course, we're always updating that First Alert Weather app. I already have 2 videos out there for you. One talks about the timing of the snow tomorrow. The other talks about the cold temperatures that we're seeing today, because that's not going to really improve that much. So we have you covered here through the rest of the day today. I do want to point out, if you're south of I-85, especially south of Atlanta, it's likely that you will have some travel issues starting Tuesday afternoon and continuing through multiple days, so we'll be focusing on that as well. But we'll keep you up to date. Our entire First Alert Weather team will keep you up to date here throughout the course of the day, going into Tuesday. We hope you guys have an amazing Monday, and until next time, we'll see you soon.